Today we're going to be solving two-step equations. So you've probably already seen solving one-step equations. So this is just going to take it a little further, and we're also going to have to figure out the order in which we're going to do it. So a really simple two-step process you do daily is putting your socks and shoes on. Okay, so in order to put them on, you're going to put your socks on first, then you're going to put your shoes on. I think we can all agree about that. Now, if you were going to take them off, it's not the same process. You don't do socks and shoes. That doesn't make sense. Your socks are probably going to get ripped or something. It's not going to work out. So you're going to actually reverse the process. You're going to take the shoes off, then you're going to take the socks off. So what this has to do with solving two-step equations, the process of putting your socks on, then your shoes on, is like PEMDAS, that please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So this is our order of operations. And then the process of taking it off, well, that's like solving. So we're going to reverse the order. We're going to use the reverse order of operations, SADMAP. So SADMAP helps us solve, and PEMDAS helps us evaluate. So what we're going to do today is we're going to use SADMAP to help us come up with a game plan for solving our two-step equations. So I know it said two-step, but it kind of really feels like five. Realistically, you're only going to see the third and fifth steps. So in your head, you're going to be doing 1, 2, and 4. That's kind of the behind-the-scenes work. So first, you're going to figure out what operations are occurring. You're going to use SADMAP to figure out what operation you're going to undo first. Then you're going to undo that operation. So this is where we're seeing step 3. Next, you're going to use SADMAP to identify the second operation. And then you're going to see that second operation being undone with step 5. So realistically, it looks like 2 steps, but it kind of feels like 5. Okay, so this sounds like a lot, but I promise it's not that bad. Let's look at an example here. So we got -9 equals m over 4 minus 5. So first I'm going to figure out what operations are occurring. So I see some division and I see some subtraction. So SADMAP is going to tell me what order to undo them. So I'm going to draw a line down the equal sign so I can stay organized. And I got to undo that subtract 5. So to undo that subtract 5, I'm going to add 5 to both sides. I'm going to draw a line just to keep my work organized and show that I'm on the next step. So on the left side, I see I got -9 plus 5. I know that's -4 equals, okay, the -5 and the +5, they cancel out. And I'm left with that m over 4 on the right-hand side. Okay, so I undid that subtract 5. Now I need to undo the divide by 4. So to undo divide by 4, I'm going to multiply by 4 on both sides. I'm going to draw a line just to show I'm going to my next step. So 4 times -4, I know that's -16, equals, let's see, I got m by itself now. I undid that divide by 4, so it's just m. So I got -16 equals m, and I'm done. Okay, so first we identify, then we figure out our first step, then we do the first step, figure out our second step, do the second step. It's a process, but you can do it. It's okay. Okay, we got 3n minus 2 equals -38. So first I'm going to use SADMAP to figure out my game plan here. So I see subtract 2, and I see multiply by 3. Remember, a number touching a letter, that means multiplication there. So I'm going to draw my line down my equal sign so I can keep my work organized. And I got to undo that subtract 2. So to undo subtract 2, I'm going to add 2 to both sides. Okay, so I draw a line to show I'm moving to my next step. Let's see, 3n is left by itself on the left-hand side. I got my equal sign, and then on the right-hand side, I got -38 plus 2. That should be -36. Now I need to undo that times 3. So to undo times 3, I'm going to divide by 3. And we're going to show our work like big kids. We're going to do the fraction bar 3 on both sides. That just shows us that we can cancel out the 3's like this. It's just nicer to see. So we have n by itself equals negative 36 divided by 3. We're going to get negative 12. And there's my answer. So I'm going to circle it. Woo woo. There we go. Let's see. We got n over 3 minus 10 equals negative 14. So first I'm going to figure out what operations are going on. So I got divide by 3 and I got subtract 10. Okay, so I identified my operations. I'm drawing a line down the equal sign just to keep my work organized. First, I'm going to undo that subtract 10. So I'm going to add 10 to both sides. I'm going to draw a line to show it's my next step. Now on the left side, I have n over 3 equals, I got negative 14 plus 10. That should be negative 4. Okay, I undid the subtract 10. Now I need to undo that divide by 3. So to undo divide by 3, I need to multiply by 3 on both sides. I'm going to draw a line to show it's my next step. So the 3's are going to go away, and I'm left with n equals, and on the right side I have negative 4 times 3. That should be negative 12. I'm going to circle it, and there is my answer. Alright, let's do one last question here. So, let's see, I first have to figure out what operations are going on. So I see a number touching a letter, I see negative 4 touching B, that means it's multiplication. And I have subtract 10, so subtraction. Alright, I'm going to draw my line down my equal sign. The first operation I'm going to undo is that subtract 10, according to SADMAP. So I'm going to add 10 to both sides. The minus 10 and the plus 10 go away, and I have negative 4b equals 22 plus 10, that should be 32. Okay, I undid my subtract 10. Now I need to undo that multiply by negative 4. So I'm going to undo that times negative 4. I'm going to divide by negative 4 on both sides. And again, I'm going to show my division by doing that fraction bar and whatever I'm dividing by. So my negative 4's go away, and I'm left with b equals, I got 32 divided by negative 4, that should be negative 8. There's my answer. So you just got to remember, identify what's going on, use SADMAP to figure out what's your first step, do the first step, use SADMAP to figure out the second step, do your second step. That's our big thing today.